Hey everybody, what's going on? Just want to say happy Veterans Day to all my service members, active, past, current, present. But let's see. No, I didn't. No, today's kind of more of another relaxful day. I had a great weekend. Had my children with me. You know, we went to the movies. We saw Venom: The Last Dance. Their first time seeing it, my second time seeing it. I gotta say, impressed by it, enjoyed it. They did too. Then later on, they went over to their aunt house to spend time with their cousins. Cause they've been asking to go over there forever. And that right there alone over my weekend made me think about how it's important that if we have children, that the cousins, the family that they have, they at least get to know them. Because it's not like how it used to be. A lot of us all used to know each other, but then we all grew apart. And it's not because it's intentional. Sometimes it's because we all end up developing lives outside of each other. Some people went off to do this to be successful. Some people went off that. Some people became, rather distant. Not as a bad thing. It's just that some people's grinds are a lot different from others. Some of people's hustles are a lot different. I mean, and we all living in a perfect world, we all would like to hang out like how we used to. But we don't. So we make the best out of what we have. But I enjoy my children able to be, want to see their family and all that, want to hang out with them, because it's good for them. Especially after, especially since their cousin, on my side, they remember them since they were little. I mean, since they were born, like when they was babies, when I was still carrying them around. Until they started walking. That's when life got fun. But on that note, they say that it brings me back, because it's like sometimes, some people look at children as a burden because and all that, but to me it's not. I've always viewed it as two things. I always viewed having children as two things. First off, it's not an obligation, it's a duty to raise them. For one, they don't ask to be here, they don't ask for their parents, they don't ask for none of the circumstances that is in their life. Two, you gotta do the best that you can. And I mean the best that you can. To raise them in an environment to be productive people, a part of society, be able to contribute to society. Not to just take away, but to contribute and give back. I know I said two, but the third one I'll say the most important of it is, when you have children, you get to relive your youth again. You get to be a kid with them again. Now, yes, would you like it to be how it was growing up, where y'all go out and hang out all day long and just have adventure after adventure? Yes, of course you would, but you being their parent and being responsible, you have to limit your fun time with them. And I think that's why now, when I see a lot of grandparents now that are not like the ones back then, the ones who want to live their lives, I get it. Because, like I said, when they spent their lives trying to provide for their family, they sacrificed a whole lot. Someone gave up dreams. And a lot of us have. Including myself. Now, is it a bad thing? No, but that's the thing about when you have to be selfless. You have to sacrifice in order for others to gain. And speaking of that, but I do enjoy being their dad. I enjoy my children. And I enjoy watching them grow up. And I enjoy doing things with them. Because at the end of the day, while I'm alive and here on this earth, I only get to take my memories with me. And one thing I'm not going to have is that life of regret of, I should have did this more with them or that more. No. Because like I said, there are things I do wrestle with. But stay tuned for part 2 because I want to talk about that in a second. I'm getting used to making shorter videos, so get straight to my point instead of these long drawn out ones, but stay tuned.